Hello everyone, welcome back to Fableheim and Knock on the Coffin lid. The nightmares of Melenis. The tarot shenanigans continue with the heroine taking up, not justice, the chariots. Draw -2. You get 2 turns in a row, and so do your enemies. Fate has given you a second chance, but what if your enemies get 1, 2? Great question, and we're going to find out on today's episode of Dragon Ball Z. If you've been enjoying the series and are as excited as I am for some foxy Vanadis, feel free to the video. It does help out the channel. So, elevated Fox's Apprentice. When evasion is triggered, increase connection by 2 per evasion and lose all evasion. We're not here for any of that. We're here because Foxy Vanadis' baseline deck draws cards. And if that doesn't work, the fox just kills people with bleeding him out. So, the keys to passing this test lies with the riders, but it is impossible to take it away. They'll hand over the key themselves when they complete their mission. I know only one group of riders, and they are not on horses. The guard detachment in the eastern frontier. Clearly, I need to help them complete their Wait, what mission? You'll have to find that out yourself. The Dwarfs on the Goats. Yes, we finally get to figure out what they're up to. It looked like the merchant, the potion merchant was the one on the card, but okay. Well, we'll take the increased max HP because Vanadis is very, very little HP as it stands. And we're off to the guard outpost. Thankfully, we already have. I think we've done both of their things, so this is the end, as it were. Now the question is, where do we want to go? Where do we go? We might go here, actually. Because if we can get the wolf pack, that's even more bleeding. All well and good. Draw, 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 draw. Cool. Okay, so bleed does not trigger. That's good to know. Good to know. In the in-betwixt, the double turn thing. Yeah, I foresee very few issues with this. Sure, I'll do AoE. Why not? Since the last time I recorded, which actually wasn't that long ago, from my perspective, there's been a new dev diary.
The Dwarves consider themselves the masters of the frontier, but for everyone else, they are treacherous invaders.
Hello. So wait, can I unsummon, end my turn? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then summon again. In that dev diary, they've hinted at the fact that we may be learning about their next game rather soon. Did you have a rest, Mortis? No, that's the button. You just stopped talking. That's quite exciting. Apparently it'll be on Steam, you know, up in the air, but perhaps soonish. There's also work on a new game mode for Knock on the Coffin lid. So there will be more in the future. I mean, there's going to be more in the future anyway, but more in the farther future. The frontier woods used to be quite a safe place. Wild animals were abundant here, but they always avoided both elves and humans. With war's arrival, everything changed beyond recognition. Nature reacted instantly, as if it sensed and reflected all the anger and bloodlust of the warriors who murdered each other before its very eyes. The wolves have stopped hunting hares and deer and have gathered in deadly packs and now roam the countryside in search of fresh corpses, wounded soldiers, and hapless travelers like me. Help me. What? Hi, Kiara. Things didn't go as planned. I mean, I'm not too bothered about this. Goodbye.
Let him rest a bit.
No. 96. There we go.
Better not to get in your way.
Obedience. So Kiara just showed up, huh? That's interesting. This could be good. I wonder how stun works. I imagine because it's 2 turns, just the first turn will be canceled, and they'll get their turn after that. Anywho, upon taking out damage, inflict 1 bleeding. Upon taking out damage, gain 3 bleeding. Rude. That's fine though. I forgot they nerfed that, but it's not that big of a deal. So we can go ahead and upgrade our base card, which is probably the play, honestly. Obedience is pretty good, but I think it's just quick hands. We're really just here to use our fox, I believe his name is Foxy Tail, to apply bleeding through our connection and then just win. So who's this chick? Thanks for the help. Oh, no problem. Looks like you could have done it on your own. What's your name? What are you doing here? I'm Kiara. I'm going to the tavern. I was promised some kind of work there. And what about you? I'm Vanadis. I'm going to the Northern Gate to kill its lord and seize the throne. Oh, if you don't want to talk, then don't. That is none of my business. Good luck. Working in a tavern? She doesn't really look like a cook or a floor waxer. Who does she look like, then? Like me. Ah, queen in the making. Alright, fair enough. Thanks for the dirk. It is disgusting and criminal to use naive trolls in this foul war. The dwarves will pay more than once when their living weapons turn against them. At least one dwarf has already paid the price. A violent troll had beaten him to death. The elf was still alive, but I didn't really care anymore. I got interested in what was actually going on there. What are you doing?
End the war. Reconcile the elf and the dwarf.
Well, that is original.
What?
Nothing. Do you know that the humans are also involved in this war?
You too? You'll have to make peace too.
Yes, I am for peace. Who else is for peace?
I am.
The elf goggled at me and nodded vigorously. We all looked at the dwarf. The dead dwarf was silent.
The dwarf won't make peace.
The troll roared and smashed the elf's head. Oh, did I make this worse? You need a dwarf negotiator. Where can I find one? Are there no dwarves in the frontier? Well, there aren't many dwarf negotiators. Before the troll? That's the hard part. Not the, Ooh, nice. Alright, goodbye. Not finding a dwarf negotiator. It's finding a dwarf negotiator before the troll events. That's the hard part. You know what? I wouldn't mind Reconnaissance. This is a pretty good card. Especially if it rolls draw too. Alright. Honestly, we don't want to take... we don't want to get too many cards in the deck, because we just want to use our base card, I think. Not to the bone. We can. As Vanadis, this draws 2 and helps us out. As Foxy Tail, it just deletes the enemy. It's kind of like a win-win. The dwarves' wagon train experienced tough luck on the roads. They came across an insane lichen, whom his tribesmen had sent to certain death. That tactic is cruel, of course, but effective. Lichen raids on the rear cause enemies a lot of problems. I was curious to know where the dwarves had been transporting in one of the carts. One of them was still alive, but only because the lichen had turned his attention to me. The survivor is what I clicked on. But now we're killing him.
An enemy maddened by thirst for blood is always terrifying.
Oh, what a garbage hand. Okay, that's fine. Better hands. Maybe I should have drawn with the upgrade. Definitely should have drawn with the upgrade. Alright, so he gets his turn now. He's going to take 86 bleed. Fair and balanced. Oh. Alright. I don't need a turn. Goodbye.
He's dead.
Oh, I chose correctly. Ooh, the jingle hat. We'll take the jingle hat. You give evasion. Nice. What do you do again? No, we just want more bleeding. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull thrones. We need to dump the deck. Just get more of these, basically. I went over to the dwarf, who was still breathing, and examined his wound. There was no way to save him. Don't kill me, please. You'll die yourself. I'm sorry that it all turned out this way. Everyone became enemies. You want a drink? Why this generosity all of a sudden? As a sign of reconciliation. Look at my bag in the cart. There's a bottle of fine elven ale there. I'll give it to him. A human and a dwarf are drinking elven ale together. There's some interesting music. Ain't that wonderful? You started this war. You don't understand anything. Our spies had long been aware that Ingvar had been trying to achieve a military alliance with you. He wanted it for the sake of peace. What about his crazy brother? How would he use his power? Ingvar wasn't a bad person, but you know, just look under the seat. There's another bottle of ale there. What have we done to anger you? It was us who allowed you to settle near the Thundering Mountain when there were many of you. But there were more and more of you. Ingvar must have stopped that flow, but he didn't. Out of pity for you. Look what it led to. He didn't want to hang fugitives from the Empire on trees. Those people deserve some pity. They're all criminals, bandits, and crooks of all stripes. You gave them a chance to start a new life, and then took it away. We only wanted to drive you away, not kill you. Say thank you to your elf friends for everything that happened next. Well, I feel like it's time for the third bottle. It's hidden among the provisions. Look in one of the boxes. Everyone has their own truth, and no one wants to fight. The problem is that an action won't lead to anything good. Something bad is happening in the world. Something terrible is brewing. What is the root of all our troubles? How did it all start? When did we pass the point of no return? Have you changed your mind about dying? Oh, I still feel terrible. But a bit better. Just the ale is gone, and there's nothing else. Well, then I have to go. Tell me, do you hold a grudge against me? Not really. It's too late to find out who's in the right and who's in the wrong. I want to try to fix the situation. Oh, hey, Volcano's a good card. That was an odd sequence of events. But thanks for the geopolitical breakdown. The dwarves have not yet taken the frontier, but have already set up the outpost on the eastern outskirts that the refugees from the heathlands could not go east. They drive humans south, towards the sunny city, towards imminent death. There's one way to avoid meeting with the sentry squad. I'll have to change my route a bit and break through the west, away from the eastern outskirts. But what are you guarding here? We're not guarding, we're searching. What are you searching for? None your business. Am I gonna have to do this again and say the correct thing?
A bloodbath.
Ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da bow.
You didn't fight fair. That's good.
All right. Good talk.
How many does that make?
This class is so good. Ooh. I think connection's good. We can actually use the bandana. Oh. If the target has frostbite, we don't do frostbite. Man, this sucks. We'll take one, though, I guess. Better than nothing. And then if we take this, we have the two-piece. Huzzah. Yay. Great. The dwarves have no intention of revealing their mission to just anyone, but Vanadis will use her smarts to extract the necessary information from them. My smart and my ability to restart. Okay, so this time for the Laken fight, I went straight for the bottles. And he says, hey, leave something for a dying man. What if we give him all 3?
Let the primordial spirits bless ya.
Oh. Well, anywho, it's time to find out if I can tell them, if I can figure out what's going on here. Oh dear. I know where the thing you're looking for is. Where is he? If I were a dwarf, what would I be looking for? So, is it the trader? You almost managed to fool us. Ah! On the way, we got parched, and as luck would have it, we could not find any other water source except a dirty, smelly puddle. I wouldn't drink that filth on pain of death, but my pet drank his fill. As I watched him greedily slip up the murky green slush, I was thinking about the consequences of this questionable quenching. Catching Waggytail or shooing him away is a lost cause. You cannot forbid or stop him. He'll break out and get what he wants anyway. So my fox drank from the puddle again, and got what he deserved. 5 poison. I also realized, looking at the map, it's this. They're either looking for this captive, or they're looking for the dwarven treasure. It's so obvious, and my brain just...
They washed with their own blood.
Never even thought about it.
A breather never hurt anybody.
It really sucks that Waggytail is permanently poisoned, but whatever.
What was he expecting?
It's not like these fights are going to last that long. And let's all be honest. I'm probably going to have to restart. Elven scouts managed to capture a dwarf. They had tied him up and were dragging him somewhere. Fortunately, they were concerned about their prisoner more than about me, so they didn't pay any attention to me, but the dwarf did. He started screaming that the elves were now enemies to the humans and the dwarves were allies. In short, he wanted me to save him. What a weirdo. But when he promised me a reward, I became interested. He couldn't just led with that. I'm still 50-50 on what they actually want. Oh, I messed up slightly.
This one's done.
Whatever. He's just gonna die. I still haven't decided if it's this guy they want or if it's the loot. The captive dwarf's name was Codron. The poor guy had been badly hurt by the elves. He could barely stand on his feet. It was unlikely he could reach the dwarven positions in such a state. When he regained his strength a bit, Codron told me his simple story. He'd fallen asleep on watch, and the elven scouts had grabbed him. Although that doesn't make much sense, what information can you worm out of that fat loser? A sausage recipe? I don't know, but do the guards know? Maybe they do. I'm gonna ignore all this. I probably didn't actually want that. And now we're gonna find the robber booties. Of course we are. There is the elven two-piece, but, well, I mean... No, it's too late. I already bought the robber boots. And I'm too broke. I like how I'm gearing this as if it's going to mean anything. I wish it did, but... I'll probably have to restart at the guards when they're like, oh, you know what we want, but we don't know how to achieve it. Some dwarves had found a chest with money and elven equipment somewhere and were dragging it to their cart. I could set my pet on the clumsy short guys, distract them, push them away from the chest, and then rush to it and steal something from it. An item or some money. To get all the contents at once, I had to fight. I really didn't want to do it. While the 3 Lamoxes were dragging the chest, I could have run to their cart and back 3 times. Hide in the cart. I had to throw the dwarf's equipment into the bushes to fit into the cart. To fit into their chest. They didn't look in there. When the cart started moving, I opened the lid a little and started listening.
We've collected 3 chests already. Let's go back.
You think that's enough?
Well, how many more should we collect? The cart is almost full.
Alright, have it your way. Why do you think the general needs them? Does he want to profit from the war? He doesn't care what's in the chests, understand? He ordered us to collect even empty ones. So, hell if I know. We were ordered and we collected. Let's go. Ah.
Stop! Where have you come from and where are you going?
Harold ordered us to pick up chests, so we did.
Not Harold, but General Harold, stupid. Tell me what you saw.
What do you mean?
Your friend is definitely dumb. Tell me what you saw and who you met on the way.
No one?
Have you seen any other dwarfs?
No, I'm telling you, no one. Only burned outposts and corpses.
Whose corpses? Elves, dwarves, humans, corpses to suit any taste.
Which one do you like best?
You're going to joke yourself into trouble.
Let them through. We're just wasting time.
What was that?
Some loons. Those were goats. I mean the ones riding the goats.
Loons riding goats.
I hate veterans. Just a name, but they behave as if we were their captives.
What do they want?
They have to be looking for someone. One of our own people.
You better not think about it. You'll sleep better.
Where should I turn to?
Turn right. That'll be shorter.
Oh, no, not right. A lichen was seen there yesterday. Let's go left instead.
Are you afraid of lichens? You know, they say slow and steady wins the race.
What the heck? Fine, you decide.
Hey, guys. What are you doing here?
Oh, this is the ruin.
Harold has sent us to get some chests.
You too? Is there something left in that outpost?
Oh, we haven't found anything yet.
Maybe you should search there too. What do you think?
I don't feel like it anymore.
Hey, get out of here. You already got 3 chests and we haven't got 1 yet.
All right, have a good search. Giddy up.
Uh-oh.
Whoop, turn the cart around. We have a fox in the cart.
Where'd you come from? Come here. Look, he's tame. Oh, what a cutie. What a sweet little fox. His name's Waggytail. Respect him. He'd make a good hat. I just said.
What? Don't listen to him, little fox. He's talking nonsense. I won't let him hurt you. Stay with us. You'll be our little mascot.
Right, it doesn't happen every day. The spirit sent us this fox for good luck. And you wanted to make a hat out of him.
I was joking.
Oh, we've arrived.
Hail, General. Who are you? Did I call you?
You sent us for chests. Here, we found 3.
Good job. What's in the chests?
Oh, we didn't even look. You've ordered to bring any elven chests, even empty ones.
All right, dismissed. Go to the camp. Lunch is still hot. It's patties.
With pasta?
With mashed potatoes.
Thank you, sir. General, sir. Oh, it was good they had left. It would be hard to fight them all at once. As Vanadis, find the dwarves' destination in the burden something something. It'd be hard to fight all of them at once, but why am I now fighting? Well, anyway. Oh, hey. What's up? Oh, it's just, getting this under control and everything. Nice of you to join.
Easy.
You didn't do anything. It's a trap. Don't care. Forest breeze, huh? I mean, Brawler is not bad, but I mean, it's not good either. Amulet of Lightning. Nope, not happening. This is all garbage. Ooh, strengthening banana. Pet's max health by 10. The damage taken by the pet cannot be more than half of the pet's current health. Sure. Jingle hat, jingle all the way. Wow, did I just find like the full Thundering Mountain set? The Thundering Mountain set is not particularly good for Vanadis. Ah, the Elven hat. If the pet is on the field, at the end of the turn, deal a random enemy 4 damage per card in hand. Sure. And the Elven Amulet. Unfortunately, this is going to be a reset, but still, I learned a great deal. I got all that fantastic gear. We have the Elven 3-piece. But I know what you want. This one decided to wish the elves good luck. I demonstratively wished good luck to the elves. To my surprise, they thanked me, and even gave me a bottle of ale. Can I ask a question? Where did you catch him? He and his friends were sneaking around in the woods in our rear. The friend managed to escape, but this fatso was caught. Why do they send out fat beer kegs like him to scout? Really, was there no one better than him? We're completely exhausted from dragging him around, but we need to find out what their task was. Once we get to the camp, you'll tell us everything, buddy boy. Their stories do not add up. The dwarf lies. He doesn't trust you after all. It's fine. Getting others to trust me is my strong point. He's gonna trust me when I tell the other dwarfs about him. All right, boys, I know what you want. I mean, I know what you're looking for. I know where the thing you're looking for is. I know the dwarf. Cauldron's direction. Thanks. What about the rewards? Your life is your reward. How do we know you're telling the truth? If you had brought Conrad to us, we would have rewarded you. That wasn't easy, but I found out the name. My new goal is to bring these guys a dwarf named Conrad. Bring them a dwarf named Conrad. I mean, we know Cauldron, who sounds like an anagram. See, I told you. All right, Conrad. The jig is up. I'm going to free you again for the who knows how many times. Umpty-ninth time. I could have played Premonition there. So, anyway.
Not a chance.
It's not like it's that relevant.
His ordeal is over.
Yep, he's dead. The captive dwarf's name was Conrad, or Cauldron, which of course is a lie, so we're going to treat him. And now, don't make things up. I know who you are. Your name is not Conrad, but Conrad. Come with me. They're looking for you. Who is? A whole rescue party of dwarves. You must be a big shot, Conrad. I'll help you and get a good reward for it. Why do I feel like it's not that simple? But who knows? Maybe it is. Alright, Conrad. See, I can't bring him to the troll. I have no idea who this negotiator is supposed to be, but I brought Conrad to the dwarves who had been sent out to look for him. But there was a little misunderstanding. The squad was not looking for Conrad to save him.
Got you, traitor. Well, you know everything.
Oh, this is some kind of mistake. Help, save me! In short, that wasn't very nice. Oh, what is bothering you? It was unexpected. I thought I was doing a good deed. It is always more pleasant to do good deeds, but the prediction must come true. Otherwise, you're not getting the throne. Well, if you put it that way.
You helped us a lot, and we appreciate it. But we didn't come here to give out rewards. You should understand that. Here's an award sheet. I've described everything in it. Give it to the Berserker War Chief, and he'll reward you with full honors.
Vanadis was unhappily surprised when she realized that the dwarves were looking for Conrad not to save him, but to arrest him. The dwarves handed her an award sheet and advised her to take it to the Berserker Chief. Okay. I don't remember if training and card upgrade is a Raven only thing. No, okay. We want both of these, right? We can go Scritch Scratch. I think Waggy Tailness is better for us. Scritch Scratch, by the way, if you're not elevated, if you're playing for the very first time, you always go Scritch Scratch. But because I'm elevated, I start with some. So, 12 connection to be exact. Wandering dwarf berserkers were our frequent guests in the heathlands and regulars at our taverns. There were fights, of course, but no one really cared. They were so unlike the other dwarves and so much like us. It is a shame that they take part in this war and in the persecution of humans. My impression of the berserkers did not prove right. The dwarves are all in on it. Suppose we can equip the bow. But here's the award sheet.
What is this? What is this thing? It's a award sheet. You're a hero. A heroine. That's a good thing I haven't had the berserker battle potion yet. It makes me wild. Here, take it. You deserve it. Drink it to your heart's content. But only in battle. And remember that life is a battle.
Thanks. The Chariot. A random skill in hand costs 0. It costs 0 until it is played. Cool. The Berserker's Combat Elixir. Gain immunity to barbed. If the hero is burning at the start of the turn, draw +2 and restore 10 health. Huh. Reward from the Berserker War Chief for outstanding service to the homeland of the Dwarves. I understand how I am affecting global events. These events taking place all over the world. Without the dwarves I killed, they will not be able to take over the frontier, and all of Vanadis' plans will go south. It's so nice to feel important. Although, didn't I just help the dwarves? All that's left is to make the prediction true by getting rid of the automaton. Now, we do have a slight complication in that. I didn't really get stronger. Yeah. I'm on the weaker side of this. Okay, so I basically now need to spend the rest of my time getting as strong as possible. I know I always hit this elixir of growth, but I think that's what it's gonna be. Do I dare go for the spearman, actually? Might be a spearman angle. The Oblivion herb has a beneficial magical effect, but it is slightly poisonous. However, you can still try to benefit from it without doing too much damage to yourself. Take it with you. You never know when it might come in handy, like right now. To see an orc in a good mood, you have to smoke a peace pipe with him. I had such an opportunity, but I was not sure if I needed it. Shamans say that the primordial spirits of the steppe share their wisdom through the pipe. Smudge your pet with incense. What does that do? This incense won't work, pets. A fox needs to be smudged with a different mixture. Bring me a hat made of fox's fur. Can it be a hat made of any fox? Can we make it out of my fox? Don't mess with my head. Who will we fumigate then? Interesting. Pointless, but interesting. Shaman Gorbagon is one of the most famous and respected goblins. Once he even ran for governor of the Goblin Town, but that is all ancient history. Hey, Gorbagon. It's been a long time.
Yes, I'm Gorbagon. You recognize me.
Grum? Is that you? You finally managed to copy Gorbagon's helmet. Now you can't tell you two apart. These guys have like a huge quest line.
Are you sure it wasn't Gorbagon? Looks very similar to him.
And we have a big problem. You may have already noticed the problem. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 evasion. He's defending, and then he's most likely doing an attack, right? I could die right here, right now. That would be very unfortunate. Oh, wait.
You have
So Foxy
one
Vanadis has kind of a unique feature. Looks like we've won, though. That's good. While he's holding this, I can't use skills, right? But it doesn't matter, because he's bleeding to death. No matter how much evasion she has, when it is popped, all of it is consumed and converted into connection. So that makes it a little difficult sometimes. I don't think I care about this. To play. Gain 2 armor and 6 barb. You know what? Sure. I'll take it. So thankfully, that could have gone poorly, but we have the bow as well, which thankfully is allowing us to ignore barbed if we want to attack with it. Alright, sure. Again, our goal, ideally, hopefully, man, is to just thrive on our pets. I don't remember what the unique reward is here. Is it really a bad thing if 3 random... I think we could take the 3 random upgrades. Are they all premonition? Okay, 2 premonitions, 1 things. That's not awful. Premonition was a lot better prior to the nerf, but now that I don't have money, we of course want to go to our events here. I hate humans, but most of all, I hate a man called Nazim. If you tell me where to find him, then I'll kill him, not you. Oh, tell me. The caravan driver, Nazim. Of course I know him. Do you have a map? I'll show you where I saw him recently. Could you teach me your fast strikes technique? Of course I could, but why? Why should I bother you? I don't know. I might be useful to you somehow. Let me think. Do you know any goblin legends about the guiding star? What guiding star? It is a legendary orc artifact. I've collected all the orc legends about this artifact, but goblins have their own. I can't learn them for obvious reasons. Maybe you could do that. Humans get along with goblins better than we do. So, I should learn the goblins' legends from them? If you tell me a goblin legend, I'll teach you to fight as fast as I do. And if you tell me several legends, I'll teach you to fight even faster. Wandering through the Crimson Steppes and gathering goblin legends? A doubtful venture. It will take too long and be far too bothersome. You need only do it once, and the orc will train you for free. Knowledge is your most valuable resource because it doesn't get lost when you're resurrected. Besides, I'm curious to hear the goblins' legends about the guiding star myself. Then go and ask them yourself. We found the guiding star. We gave it to the chieftain. Oh, I don't want to ask him. Shaman Gorbagon is one of the most famous and respected goblins. Once he even ran for governor of the Goblin Town, but that is all ancient history. However, he hasn't forgotten me since then. Vanadis, for so many years I've wanted to take revenge on you, and the spirits have finally heard my prayers. The moment has come. Revenge? Revenge for what? I may be a bit responsible for him not becoming governor. It just happened. Oh, you've got a new helmet. It is beautiful. Cheap flattery won't help you. So I met your friend Grum. He's not my friend! And at first I mistook him for you. He has the same helmet as you had before. So it was you who killed him. You're of some use, I guess. I saved you from that problem. Do you forgive me? No, you ruined my political career. Not all is lost. When's the next election? Never.
He's become even fatter, and now there's absolutely no way to lift him from that chair.
He's going to die of obesity soon.
The thicker the goblin, the longer he lives.
Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. You need to stress out less and eat better. Okay. Well. This could actually be a big problem. It'll be fine, though. We'll be fine. Draw 2. Okay, drawing 2 was incorrect. Alright.
This one is done.
We ate the stun. Why can't I attack? Who's making it so I can't attack? Ah. Okay. I think drawing is not the play. I think it's just... Also, the chariot's not really helpful here. I gotta be honest. It's cute. I like it. It's there. But it's not very helpful. I also don't think Volcano is very helpful. That's weird. Okay. The Barb Bandana. Double Pets Barb. Hunting damage. Lose Barb. Oh boy. End of the turn, Vanadis and her pet restore 4 health per energy left. I think the Worm Spike is better. 4 health each per energy unit left. No, we'll keep the Worm Spike. Okay. Well, I feel like I should have... Sure. I feel like we should have just gone to the growth elixir and called it a day, but... Alrighty. Mr. Goblin. I got the achievement for this guy, right? The goblins like to eat human flesh, which makes them not very pleasant to talk with. However, it was quite possible to negotiate with them in the past. But not now. After the humans made a truce with the orcs, the goblins were left alone with the orcs. Obviously, they didn't like it at all, and now they are attacking humans without any discussion. Can't really blame them. So... There it is. I'm trying to do the, one more?
Take a rest and calm down.
I'm trying to get through all of this, this ward. I mean, I guess I can play this. I suppose. I believe he only ever attacks once, so he's stunned. He may get one attack off here. Okay, it's fine. He didn't do anything? Question mark? And I think he's dead.
A breather never hurt anybody.
I mean, that wasn't my best turn. He's going to live at 5. That's okay. 4, excuse me. Alright. Good talk, bud. gonna say, why are there worms here? Fiery hands could be good. Deep freeze, interesting. Upgraded deep freeze is just instantly 20 damage to all enemies. It's kind of cute. In a normal build, fiery hands could work. This would kind of be the bridge between... Alright, fine. I'll take it. Oh, these are all bad. I'll take the fluted axe, though. Lightning in a jar is okay. We'll take the High Goblin Collar because there's a chance that we could assemble the robber set here, which would be pretty good. When I'm the ruler of the Northern Gate, I will definitely not break the truce with the orcs. I'll try to strengthen it. However, it is unknown whether the orcs will want an alliance with the weakened Northern Gate. Their respect can only be earned by force, and we'll be struggling to recover from the devastation for a long time. Okay, wherever the merchant is, I have to hit him. He's right here. Everyone knows where we're going. Your crossbow is at the ready. At the ready, General. I thought Premonition gave you connection as well earlier when I played it. But spoiler alert, it does not. It just gives you evasion. Cool.
Did you decide to have a rest?
Deals damage to the hands, deal 20 damage above the hero, and nope. Are we doing a demon build? Ignore Barbed. Upon a pet's attack, it loses 6 health and Vanadis gains 1 strength. That sounds really bad for what I'm trying to do. Take it, though. And we're going to hit the, we're going to double chest it up. Some crazy demon followed me, begging for something and promising something better in return. It's always better to negotiate than to pick a fight, but the problem was I couldn't understand what he wanted from me. He didn't say anything. No matter how many times I asked, he was somewhat dim, also he seemed. Making a deal with a demon without knowing the details was scary, to say the least. I mean, he wants the nameless thing.
The one who has learned fear is no longer afraid. He inspires fear instead.
Very...
Did you decide to have a rest? Let him rest a bit.
philosophical, Mortis. Okay. Bleed. This is why we didn't cut all of our defensive cards. Of course, I didn't draw them either. Wrong order, but that's okay. Order low. Okay. I would be able to play every card in hand, but it's not like it matters because he's dead.
You didn't have to finish him off.
Now you might ask yourself, Fabe, what do you plan to do about Sigismund? That is a great question. Yep. Great question. I'll take the troll amulet. Do I even not have an amulet? Gain 10 strength. Lose 2 strength. No. I can make this cost 0. Huzzah. What's in the box? Oh, is this a... Wait. Why are... Something's here, right? It's not... Is it really double chests? Interesting. Alright, save me. You just tell me the good shit. Okay. So we have the Robber and the Fire Brother 3-piece. Okay. Okay. The Robber one might be more helpful. The bandana is pretty difficult to pull off. The with our current setup. But it would be very strong. The 3-piece of the Brotherhood sets. This might be better for us. Oh no, we'd have the 4-piece of the Robber set, which is what? Oh, the vendor thing. I think the safe bet is the Robber set, team. Not having a bow could really kill me if I'm fighting, depending on the Sigismund we're up against, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's Robber. I really think I'm going to die if I... I'm not sure I could do the Fire Brother. The thing about Vanadis and Fire Brothers as well is that the set piece at the start of the turn inflict 4 burning on everyone, that affects the pet too. So we're going to burn the pet. Good old Waggy Tail. Waggy Tail deserves better than that, doesn't he? Right? I mean, does this play into our build though? Wait a minute. Maybe it's not. Okay, so the benefit of going Robber is that we know Robber is good. It has pretty good damage. And we can keep our stun helmet. The benefit of going Fire Brother is it builds into our current strategy. And, like, the damage over time effect. I think I've talked myself into it. We're going to do it. We're going Fire Brotherhood. We also want to remove... This Heal the Huntress card is awful. Although it does heal the pet when played as the pet, but that's okay. Alright. We have 2 stun potions. Suppose I can buy a resurrection potion. Just kidding, they're incredibly expensive. Alright. We can buy the purification potion. The elixir of purification. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, team. It is the incredibly rare, the unnatural Fire Brother Vanadis. Okay. We're just gonna let him go. I don't have any funds to do his thing. We're going to go ahead and get more evasion. That way Waggy Tail can tank if and when it is inevitable. And the final card to upgrade in our deck is the Chariot. Our deck is thin, just like Vanadis. Just like I wish I were. And the power is quite literally... I just realized that is so good for this. Because we're always on fire. You know, ironically, this might have to be used against Sigismund. Although this was given to me for the Automaton. But I find Sigismund to be more difficult than the Automaton. But if this gives immunity to Barb, that has to mean the Automaton has Barb, right? Ugh. Well, we're going to find out. Sigismund hasn't a lot of harm in the Northern Gate. It's hard to believe he used to be a good guy. I feel a bit sorry for him. He secretly envied his brother. And what's the big deal? It is unpleasant, but it can happen to anyone. If the demons had not taken it upon themselves to corrupt his soul, he would have remained a decent person for all of his flaws. Nobody's perfect. Okay. So. Here's the world. I don't know if this is going to be possible. However, I do know that can you remove Remove all debuffs. You want Flaming Heart. I do know
A taste for buffs.
that this is the best Vanadis for cheesing. Good old Sigismund. Oh, okay. Okay. Toss you. And now I have to choose. How did I gain burn? Or block? Six blocked for each card in hand. Oh, I see. 3, 6, 36. He's about to deal a whooping to me. So basically, where's my talent? Oh, I can't play this. That sucks. Okay. Here it is. Talento. With this, and then Waggy can come in. And he should be able to tank this. Maybe. He's also burning. Okay. We're actually almost there. In fact, depending on how this works, you want to science this? Shall we science? Okay, so we're going to unsupport here. That removes his block. Then we're going to stun him.
Let him rest a bit.
Maggie's still dead, but... So Sigismund should be... The way this should work is that Sigismund is going to take... He should be stunned, take 164 bleeding. Oh. How much damage is this? Takes away all the burning effect from the target. Oh, cool. So it's lethal. I did it! Nice.
He tried.
Oh, right, there's this bitch.
Little Ember.
What am I doing this for again? Oh, nice. There's a reason I'm holding these seers. I don't remember why, though.
Living Torch.
Anywho, she's dead. We did it! We got to cheese Sigismund. Aha. I knew it. This automaton is covered in spikes and is trying to burn me. The Fire Brothers equipment could help me resist the fire, but the Fire Brothers don't use bows, and I need one to maintain distance and avoid getting pierced by the spikes. Quite the challenge. Is it? Is it quite the challenge, Vanadis? Because I came prepared with the Berserker's Combat Elixir. Alright. Gain immunity to barbed if the hero is burning, and at the start of the turn, draw +2 and restore 10 health. Okay. We can do this. Honestly, not very relevant, but we can do it. Waggy's here. Now, we need to Usually I just focus down the center one here. Start of the turn, all automaton parts gain 1 bar, whatever. I normally just focus down the center one, but I need... That's good. How do I want to do this? I actually need to kill these little ones to get rid of their actions. I could drop a stun here. That actually probably would... I don't know if... Waggy's not going to die, right? 17. And it goes again. Should be fine, right? I have a lot of protection here. Oh, Waggy's going to die to the burning, though. Okay. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. We did, team. GG. Boom. I'm gonna stun this thing just in case. Because I get one more turn, right? But you want to be careful. Now, Waggy Tail is dead. I'm gonna put my whole deck in my hands. Boom. GG, team. The Fire Brother Vanadis was the answer. I read that automaton like a fucking book. Which is a nice change of pace from the last one, which absolutely rocked my world. But that was the Chariot. It had nothing to do with the guy that's on this tarot, by the way. That was such a bait and switch. This is the potion merchant who Vanadis has like this whole long dialogue about him joining her royal court or something. And now he's gone all over the world. Although, are these the coffins in the back? Interesting. Anyway, by completing the Chariot in glorious fashion we did, we have unlocked the Lovers. The pet does not gain taunt upon being summoned and does not take damage. Oh. Okay. I wonder how Vanadis feels about loving Mortis. To love your neighbor, you need to share their pain. Is that how that works? Well, my friends, we have made it to the final column. Isn't it beautiful? They've all been completed, corrupted, and finally, we're at the home stretch. Next up, well, of course, will not be the Lovers. It will be the GOAT returning to the world, though. And we'll see how he fares against that. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to date with anything happening on the channel, feel free to join the description down below. And I will see you next time for the world, though.